Hello and welcome from all of us on the transfer admissions team here at UMass Amherst. We're so excited that you're considering our university as the next step of your academic journey. While the transfer process can be daunting, this video should cover a lot of the things that you need to know about your path to UMass. Throughout this video, we will be covering what sets UMass apart, who is considered a transfer student, how to apply, deadlines, admissions requirements, and transfer credit. You can use the chapters feature in the video or in the video description below to skip ahead if you're looking for an answer to a specific topic. UMass Amherst is one of the top public universities in the country, offering more than 90 different undergraduate majors. We're consistently highly ranked across many important categories. This includes important things like value, academic excellence, student life, and we've had the #1 campus food in the country for many years in a row. We offer over 350 different student organizations and co-ops, undergraduate research opportunities, and a robust study abroad program with more than 300 programs in over 60 countries. When it comes to your experience as a transfer student, you won't be alone here. We bring in around 1,500 transfer students every year, and overall, 1 out of 5 students at UMass are transfer students. You'll also have access to a ton of support services here at UMass. One great example is our optional 1-credit Transfer Success Seminar, which supports new students through their transition by making connections with other transfer students and introducing them to resources and services at the university. From our academics, to our student life, to the large community of folks who are here to help you succeed, UMass is a great place to learn and grow. One of your first questions might be if you're a transfer student or not. At UMass Amherst, we consider a transfer student to be someone who has attempted 12 or more college credits after graduating high school, or the equivalent, such as completing a GED. It's important to keep in mind that we're referring to attempted credits, not completed credits. If you have less than 12 or are still in high school, you'll instead need to apply using the first-year application process. In order to apply, you'll submit the Common Application, available at commonapp.org. As a part of the application, you'll submit the personal statement, which is the required essay for our application. On our website, we have a guide to the Common App that can be very useful in helping to navigate the application as efficiently as possible. That way, you know which parts you need to complete and which parts are fine to skip over. A link to this guide is available in the description below. Once you submit the application, you'll receive an email confirmation from us that contains login information for your application student status page. On this page, we'll let you know if we need any additional information as a part of the review process. This page is where you can track the status of your application and where you will ultimately find your admissions decision when it's ready. If you're attending a Massachusetts community college and you're on track to complete an approved Mass Transfer Associate Degree program, you may be eligible for the Mass Transfer program and will apply using the Mass Transfer application instead of the Common App. For more information on the Mass Transfer program, requirements, and eligibility, please visit our website or reach out to a UMass Amherst transfer counselor. In addition to the application, the essay, and the application fee, there are other required materials needed to complete your application. Most importantly, we'll need official transcripts from all colleges and universities you have attended since graduating high school. In order for these transcripts to be considered official, they must be sent to us directly by your schools, either by mail or through an official electronic service such as Parchment or National Student Clearinghouse. Many students will have courses in progress on the initial transcript when they apply, which is okay, but you'll send an additional transcript after the semester is completed to confirm any additional transfer credit. If you're in your first semester of college study when you apply, you'll need to have an official high school transcript sent in by your high school instead of college transcripts. High school transcripts can be sent by email, fax, or by mail, as long as they are being sent by your school directly. We may also request additional information as a part of the review process, such as midterm or final grades, or a transfer disciplinary report. If you are applying for art, dance, or music, You will also be required to submit a portfolio or complete an audition through the academic department. Next, let's cover some critical deadlines for transfer students. We have 2 deadlines for fall applications, a March 1st priority deadline and an April 15th final deadline. If you are applying to one of our selective majors, such as computer science, engineering, business, or other competitive majors like psychology, you'll want to use the priority deadline to receive maximum consideration for your first choice major. Applications after the deadline will be reviewed on a space available basis by major. With that said, we will continue to review for selective majors after the deadline if there is space. So if you're unsure and it's after the deadline, feel free to reach out. Applications for fall admission start being available on January 1st. If you're looking to apply for the spring semester, our deadline is November 5th. Applications for spring admission start being available on August 1st. March 1st is also the priority deadline for FAFSA submission. You'll want to make sure to add us to the FAFSA if you are eligible to submit the form, so you can receive a financial aid offer soon after you receive an admissions decision. This is typically 1 to 2 weeks after you are admitted. Next, let's talk about admissions requirements. Generally, we want to see that you have done well in your most recent semesters, including overall and specifically in courses related to your major. Some of our competitive majors may have higher GPAs and specific prerequisite courses to be considered for admission. You can view those programs and requirements on our website. The link is in the description below. It is important to keep in mind that meeting the minimum requirements for your major does not guarantee admission. However, it is a good place to start when you're thinking about preparing for applying. You may be wondering what you can do to put yourself in the best position for admission. At UMass, we use a holistic review process. So while your overall GPA is important, it's not the only aspect we're looking at. Other things we're considering include how you've done in courses related to your major, recent successful semesters, experience outside of the classroom, including in community service, employment, and other extracurricular activities. With all this in mind, there are a few ways you can work to be a more competitive applicant. On the application, you can utilize your personal statement and resume to let us know more about you and to advocate for yourself. In particular, it's important to think about if there's any information that you want us to know that wouldn't be immediately apparent based on a review of your transcripts by themselves. If you're preparing further in advance, you can take courses related to your major, which will not just improve your overall GPA, but it will show your success in the kinds of coursework you'll be doing here at UMass and in your particular major. Next, let's talk about how transferring credit works here at UMass. We accept up to 75 credits towards your degree, which means students will need to complete a minimum of 45 credits here to graduate for a total of 120 credits, though your eventual total credit amount may differ depending on your major. Transfer credit is generally awarded if your previous coursework was comparable in content and scope to courses offered by UMass Amherst, and you earned a grade of C- or higher in the course. Technical or other highly specialized courses generally don't transfer. If you're wondering how your specific credits will transfer to UMass Amherst, you can now use our transfer credit calculator available on our website to input your courses and see how they will transfer to UMass. If you have credit from an international institution, it's important to note that we cannot provide preliminary evaluations of your credit. In addition to using the transfer credit calculator, if you apply and are accepted, you will receive a detailed credit evaluation from our registrar's office a few weeks after you are accepted. Finally, if you have any questions about transfer credit throughout your process, we're here to help. We hope this video has been helpful in answering some of your questions about the transfer process to UMass Amherst. We are here to support you throughout your transfer process. We work one-on-one with students through virtual appointments and email to advise on major choices, admissions requirements, and the process in general, as well as transfer credits and more. We can also provide support while you select classes at your current school to ensure that they are transferable and that they're preparing you as best as possible for the major that you're aiming to transfer for. You can find contact information in the video description below for our department, financial aid, and a number of other important departments at UMass. Thanks so much for watching. Go UMass!